or communique has been issued from the PM House or from the President House. Now we have with us my colleague Sumaira Khan, and we will see what she has to say about the security in Islamabad. Sumaira, what have you seen in Islamabad about the security? Is it any tighter than before?
Yes, indeed. When I was coming right now to the place whereas we are waiting for the APC to be convened by the Prime Minister Gilani here, the security is on high alert, and the traffic jams can be easily seen on various roads of Islamabad, because all the leaders are coming, and for the security purpose the roads have been blocked for the security checks. And also I have seen additional security checkpoints as well on Islamabad, all the entry and exit points to Islamabad and to the twin city Rawalpindi. And one thing more, the additional force of elite force from Punjab and rangers, the additional force of rangers also have been called to gear the security arrangements.
Now, there was an incident yesterday where one alleged terrorist was arrested at the Margla Hills. What was that about?
Sorry, Masroor?
A terrorist was arrested yesterday from the Margla Hills. Did that have any connection with the APC of today?
The doubts of the security forces are a bit different from this, but yes, that can be added to the security arrangements made for today. But the incident of yesterday's arrest of terrorists from the Margla Hills, that was exactly behind the presidency, and according to the security forces, and I spoke to a couple of my sources, and they told me that the terrorists wanted to exactly plan the area from where he can easily hit the presidency. And as we know that Prime Minister House and is a bit far away from the presidency, and this very huge building of Parliament, it's adjacent to the presidency, so you can easily imagine that two easy targets were almost in the process to be attacked, Masroor.
So that was a very close sort of call. One person was arrested by the police yesterday, and the target apparently was the APC, or it was to disturb the APC to scare away the leaders from coming to this very important conference. Now, Sumaira, how many participants? Do you have any knowledge? How many participants are going to come to the conference?
Masroor, it's the only area we exactly don't know what is the number going to be that they are going to attend the APC. It's a big event, it's a mega event, and Prime Minister Gilani has invited almost all minor and major political forces of the country, and it includes the religious chunk as well, it includes the maslaks as well, it includes the political forces as well. So according to my judgment, it's going to be above 100 or so, although it's a big number, but it's not only the political leaders who are coming to attend the APC, but they'll come along their prominent leaders of the parties. So it's the number can cross 100. And also, let me tell you one thing, that I have seen for the first time, we have covered so many APCs before this event, but this time the APC's mood is a bit different. This time we can easily judge the mood of the political parties. They are aggressive, they want to be united on a platform. In fact, according to some of the political parties, when yesterday I was speaking to them, then they told me that we were basically waiting for this day, and this day should have been called almost a bit earlier, because otherwise we were not facing this terrible situation, and specifically they were referring to the statements of US. So the positive thing is that as for now, all the political forces are united on a point. Obviously, for some of the decisions, government is going to be grilled as well by these political leaders, specifically from the opposition. But at the end of the day, we are expecting some good signs from this very important meeting. Yeah.
Now, any sign of the military leadership coming and giving sort of their side of the version?
The tentative thing is that yes, all three services chiefs are expected to come and attend this meeting, which is quite obvious because it's going to be a national security matter being discussed in this meeting. And also we have this news from our very credible and reliable sources that DG ISI MS Shuja Pasha is going to brief the participants of the meeting, and also Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, Mr. Vai, he is also going to come into the meeting, and he'll be attending this meeting, and obviously he'll be observing the whole scenario, and they'll be carrying points from the last Corps Commanders Conference, which very aggressively passed this statement, and they issued the press release that they are united on this national security matter, and they won't allow any other country to intervene in our internal matter. And obviously there is not even a single chance to allow any other country to continue or to launch or even think about to launch the unilateral actions on Pakistani soil and into the Pakistani territory. So it was a clear message not only for US but for India as well after the May 2nd incident of Osama bin Laden's killing in Abbottabad. So these incidents and these events are they have an ultimate connection with the May 2nd event. So from that day, the situation is going to be discussed once again after that in-camera session held in the Parliament, and the unanimous resolution was passed. Although there were some kind of doubts as well, because we seen the speech of Chaudhry Nisar Ali Khan, the leader of the opposition, and many other political leaders that were creating controversy. But now the thing is bit clear, the situation is bit clear, and they want to be united.
Masroor, if I could ask you a question now.